but it's enough for me. I want to have the strength not to go to a hospital, and I don't want to be sick. When I'm sweating at the gym, everything goes away. I don't know where I am. I'm a different man altogether. It just brings me peace of mind and everything. I don't know what's happening. I don't know my problems are over.
In Greece, Morris is heading towards the airport.
To going back now, I don't think it's going to be too tragic, because maybe the train rails, maybe they're still there, I don't know. Maybe Auschwitz building is still there. What can you find? The only thing is, I would like to go there to light a candle for my family. That's the most important to me.
It will be very, very hard for him. I think he will come, now it's 8, I think it's 78, 79. He will come back to 22, 23 years old. So it's very young. He was very, very young at that time. And I think it will be very, very hard for him seeing all the things, especially in Birkenau.
The feelings, you don't tell the feelings to anyone but yourself. For me is what I read about Dante going to the Inferno. That's the way I'm going to go through these doors. No matter what, I will have that pain. We all three will be in the same boat at that point, you know.
At Krakow Airport in southern Poland, Shlomo's flight from Rome is on time. Waiting for him, his brother Morris and cousin Dario. It is a moment for them all to remember. It will be the first time they've all been reunited since they left Auschwitz in 1945.
Here you are. How are you?
My baby brother. That's my baby brother.
How are you? All fine?
All fine.
55 years.
You feel the area?
55 years.
How come you came so late?
Late. I wait in Warsaw.
The last time they were together, they were young men, and that was a lifetime ago.
Here we are. Come on, come on.
My baby brother, give me your to come down.
You can see it's an old man. Eh?
That's all right.
Like me, like Dario. All
Old man,
together.
old man.
No, you are.
We are lucky to be old men.
We
Go
are
inside.
survivors no matter what.
Yes. Come on, go on.
April 1944. The transport carrying the last of the Jewish population from Greece has arrived in southern Poland, pulling into what is today just an overgrown stretch of track. In the distance, the gate of a sprawling camp whose name in those days meant nothing, Auschwitz.
When stopped, we had not the time to think what would be. We heard, boom, open the doors of the. But so strong was, and all they says, they with the dogs, and so they be arouse, making like this, and nobody knows what to do.
Shlomo and the others had arrived at the Jewish ramp, a railway siding that marked the end of the line for hundreds of thousands of people. It was there that the SS doctors made their selections as the people climbed down from the cattle trucks. Morris, Shlomo and Dario had shared the same freight car with their families in the 11-day journey from Greece.
We were young, we can jump from there. It was high like this, 1.5 meters, something like this. And I wanted to help my mother because she was not old. She has maybe 43, 44, something like this. But we wanted to help them. The sister, the little one.
And they start to take out all the people from the wagons. And they told us The young people on one side, the old people on the other side.
The only thing I remember is his 2 fingers, you know, going 10 times this way, 1 time this way, 10 times to the gas chamber, 1 time going to work.
Left or right. Well, what I saw over there was that young people, they were taken to the left, and people, children, women, and pregnant women, and old people at the right.
They take from there 100 and some young girls, and the other, they began to go away. We didn't know where, what.
To be honest, I used to love very much my mother. Very, very much. But I never gave her the satisfaction to show her how much I loved her. Never. I was cold. I ran off my line. I went into my mother. I kissed her, and I went back. The first time in my life that I kissed my mother was that time. Was the first and last kiss.
It was later that first night at Auschwitz that Morris and Shlomo discovered what had happened to their mother and sisters.
As I spoke a little German, I find another prisoner, a Polish one, who spoke Yiddish. And I say to him in German where my relatives are, my mother, the sisters, and so. He takes me from my arm. He come with me. And the same place, from the window of this place, he shows me the chimney, you know, from the crematorium. You see the flames and the smoke and so. All those people who didn't come with you are coming out from the chimney.
The next day, the 3 were selected for work, forced to participate in the process that killed their mother and sisters. As Sondercommandos, clearing the dead from the gas chambers and burning the bodies. These drawings were sketched by another Sonderkommando who recorded their daily duties.
This is my first impression, you know. I see the people that they just saw in my life, you know, going there. I see all that transport, whatever, 1,500 or 2,000 people, with the kids, the mother, the kids in their arms, some black and blues from the gas, you know, dead. I say to myself, this is where my mind went blind. I says, how can I survive to such an environment?
Unbelievable what we saw over there. About 5-6 feet of dead bodies, all women.
In the meantime, they gave me a scissors to cut, and Morris was there too at that time. And I said to him, where is God?
And this was where they started their day, in the cavernous underground changing rooms. As the trains arrived, up to 2,000 people at a time would shuffle in. It was the Sonderkommando's job to help them undress and lead them to the showers. These computer-generated graphics, never seen before, are built up from the original German architect's plans of the extermination facility. One day, the 3 of them recognized 2 of their cousins waiting to enter the gas chamber.
And I was down in this undressing room, and I heard, Shlomo, Shlomo, and I was upset.
One of them was a big merchant in Salonika, a tall man, maybe 6 something, and all of a sudden you see these 2 people, you know, coming. They are already nothing.
And he begins to speak to me. He knows that crematorium is finished, and he says to me to go to the officer, to the SS, and to tell him maybe he can save my life, says to me. I told him, the same thing for you, for me, for them. Now are you, later I will be, or the German will be. Try